right, let's finish off round 18 in style with James Tedesco's 97. What an incredible player. Although, PPM-wise, very much was outdone by Lindsay Collins with a 75 there in 47 minutes. That's just absolutely impressive. And by far his best game of the season, averaging 36.8 now with that bump up as well. So the Roosters, the interesting stat, the pre-game was there that when Roosters win, they win by 23. And I think when Dragons lose, they lose by 26 or something like that. So, yeah, because they've obviously had a fair few closer games as well when they win, Dragons. And then they just get pumped on the other side. So, Roosters 42-12 victors there. And, yeah, just showing that they're such a top four force. And they've got so many gun players. And when you've got guys like Lindsay Collins that can come out and score a try and obviously set that one up for Teddy for the long range as well, you see it's just very, very difficult to get the win over them. So Teddy with 97, absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I got him a couple of weeks ago. It was like, oh, I can make an upgrade from someone really cheap to Tedesco. Let's do that. That was a smart epiphany that came to my head there. And that one, even with missing a game this week coming up, it's not a problem at all. In the form that he's in, he's back to some of his best form and picked up a try, 2 try assists there with that offload and 13 tackle breaks. Not one negative in this game, so he was spectacular, and will be on everyone's radar now that we've heard the news that Latrell's out, and we just found out that Tolu Kola is out as well. So I thought he looked in a bit of strife when he got up after that tackle, and then they strapped up his knee. He played the full game with an moderate MCL sprain. So very, very impressive effort from him to be able to run for 300 meters still, and do what he did. So he probably would have even scored even better and played even better if he didn't have that sprain. So very, very good work from those guys. But unfortunately, both injured now, and Teddy's right at the top of the list for wing fullback buyers. Even at the price, he's going to be near 800k for sure. Collins, as I said, destructive, 7 tackle breaks as well. Just the 3 negatives there with penalties inside 10s and stuff like that. Crichton, damn, this is a tough one to watch. When Sammy Walker kicked it through to Crichton, I was like, no. I just traded Sam Walker to Nico in Supercoach reluctantly, hoping that Nico could have that massive game. He did not, especially because I didn't have him in fantasy. I was like, I can't do it in both for my brain. But Crichton with 73 was spectacular again. He went back to what he was doing earlier on the season where he didn't have as many negatives. So that's been marring his performances for the last month or so. And in this one, he was back to some of his best. So I wonder if he's going to get a rest in round 20 or not. But most likely at this point, if you've held this far, you're holding for the rest of the year because he's one of those top guns in that edge position, playing better than Fafita, really, general footy for sure. Terrell May, 69 in 53 minutes. What an incredible performance again. Another player here with no negatives and just dominated out there. 4 tackle breaks, 2 offloads, back to some of his best work without a try in this one as well. So, if anyone who's holding on to him or sold him, gross. But if you held on, great. Looks like at the moment he's 53 minutes in this game when they had Lindsay with 47, Warrior Hargraves with good minutes there. You had Spencer Leniu with 42 minutes. So plenty of their guys doing some good work. They obviously lost Radley at partway through the game and shuffled a few things around with Butcher going out there and stuff, but it wouldn't have changed his minutes too much. Maybe a few extra. We'll see anyway. We'll never know, I should say. But Watson, 65, ended up with the try saver there. 48 tackles, 2 misses, 173 run meters at lock there. Incredible. And then a fair bit of time at 9. No tackle breaks, no offloads, so it could have got even worse for non-owners. So he's definitely someone to target. If he's going to be playing 80 minutes in this game when they smash the team and Brandon Smith's still getting under 40, that shows that he's going to be an 80-minute middle going forward. And that puts him into the Isaiah Yeo territory for sure, and Payne Haas. So all about the same price now, though, unfortunately. Benny Hunt, 62, another great score from him, up to 50.6, the average. So he's had a good little month there of footy. Since the Dragons been playing pretty well, but in this one he did plenty to help them out. Just wasn't a great team effort. Luciano Leilua, 52 in this one as well, a solid one since Raymond was out for this week. Sam Walker, 51 for him, 7 goals, 2 try assists just off the boot. Those little dinks in and around the try line there. A spectacular how he gets it around feet. You never really see him kick it into the opposition's feet and bodies anymore. Something happened. Used to happen earlier in his career, but that's the part of his game he's really improved, which is cool to see. So 51 for him at 606. Awesome score. Leniu, 49 for him, a really, really good effort. He's really improving since returning, obviously with the Origin call-up as well. It was great. Unfortunate for Jacob Little, they ended up having Fa'amanu Brown come onto the bench when he had Raymond out of this side, and they had Michael Molo on there, and they went, nah, let's just change into Brown. So maybe now that he's back, that Little loses a few of those minutes. But I suppose in this scenario, I was like, oh god, he's going to get a million. He was 42 and 40 at halftime, end up 47. So same score as Cook in the end, surprisingly. So yeah, 4 missed tackles, an error. Did have that really good try, very simple try, which I didn't expect to happen against this Roosters side, but it did. And yeah, keep an eye on him this week with Brown on that bench potentially. And if it is, it's frustrating, and minutes will be down somewhere near at this 60, you'd imagine, unless injuries happen in games. Eisenhuth was killing it, but he only played 37 minutes. That was wild. Had that one played out, 43 in 37. Dom Young with the try there, and a couple of offloads for him, 41. Solid enough without being crazy good. Sully 39 to Bellin 38. That's a frustrating one for owners there. In his 57 minutes, he ran the ball for 35 meters. And obviously, the run meters, I think, was up to 110 or something like that for one of their forwards, or 105 was the max. Couchman ran for 104 off the bench there in 43 minutes. So, yeah, didn't run for much, which is terrible. 2 missed tackles, an error. Had a turnover tackle in there, but 38 and 57, not ideal. And it's just so up and down for minutes and obviously points at the moment. I think you're still holding to this week, and then, well, you have to, I think, surely, and then decide in round 20 what you want to do with him. But, yeah, people are ruining the fact that they sold him last week, and then now he's done this, and people probably want to sell again. So, there you go. Butcher Tupanua in at centre, doing good things, scoring tries. Hargraves, 35 minutes in this one. Sinbin, head knock with blood pissing out his face. So, yeah, a Hargraves game for his 307th, though. Very, very cool how that one played out. So not great on the shot, though. It was a very high shot. Jennings, 29. Sloan, 27. Lomax, 25. And Sua, 26. So he actually got dropped. They popped him. He was at 8 missed tackles, so down to 6. But he sounds like he's going to be dropped from Queensland. So we'll find out this morning at some point. Lomax there, 25 for him. Not his best game at all. But, yeah, mostly it wasn't his fault. Yeah, he had 1 error. 2 missed tackles, just didn't get a lot of running with them not having the ball. And then Brandon Smith, 25. Anyone who jumped on him, minutes just not there at the moment. So, yeah, and he's not even, gets a chance to play big minutes next week with Watson not being there. So that's frustrating. Ethan King on debut. Well, welcome into first grade, young fella. All right, last game before I head off to work. So the Raiders and the Knights there. Close one in the end. Knights were trying to lose it at points. Raiders were trying to win it at points. Doing good things defensively, but Dane Gagai up top with an 80 was incredible, and looks like he's going to earn his spot back in the Origin team. But thank goodness for you guys, he's picked up an 80 in the process, and a great score at that. With 2 line breaks, 2 tries. That first one was so soft. But 215 run meters, 2 offloads, 10 tackle breaks. We know what he can do. Up to a 52 average now, and owners will be absolutely cheering with that one. What about Matt Timoko? He's ended up having 2 shoulder subluxations in the last few weeks, and still comes out and plays. I was looking at getting surgery and stuff on him, and then comes out and plays this one, gets 61 and 80, and plays awesome. 25 tackles for no misses with a sore shoulder or a hurt shoulder at least, depending on the severity of it. But yeah, incredible work from him. Joe Tarpane with a 57 and 55, so minutes have been great in recent history, which is good to see. For owners, 4 missed tackles, 1 penalty. No tackle breaks and just the 1 offload. So pretty wild game how that one ends up for someone like his caliber. But yeah, I suppose when you're putting three blokes on him at a time, makes it hard to break some. But yeah, still a really good guy to have longer term. Obviously has a bye this week. The Knights don't, but yeah, that's that. Strange with a 57 just keeps delivering, and I'm a little bit upset, definitely, that I end up having to sell him that week to get 17 on the park, because he has been great. He's been probably a 40 average guy over the last 6 weeks or so. I'll have to check that out in another video. But 28 tackles for him, 3 misses, 9 tackle breaks, and a line break. That was a good run too, that long run they almost got a try from. So good stuff for owners of him. Keep holding, I think. Greg Marzhew, 55. Very happy with that as a new buyer. Picked up that try earlier on, which was good. Picked up another line break off a kick downfield catch, and just burst through a couple of tackles, ran for 70 meters or something like that. So yeah, those 2 plays alone netted him plenty of points. He ran for 245, so about one 170 odd without that bust. So happy as with that for sure for a new owner. And yeah, looks improved. He definitely hangs out there on his wing a fair bit, and there'll be sets there where he doesn't come in for that carry. I'm like, oh, come on, Greg, you can do it. But he does enough carries through the game, to be fair. And 55's great. Just probably 55. Yeah, if you want Greg, go for it. Hastings 53, Starling 51 in the end. So he's someone I'll be looking as a cash down backup hooker in my side come round 20 for sure, so that I can afford the likes of Clearys or Houses or Yos, all these types of guys for sure. Starling will be likely coming into my side and probably suggest you could do for your team as well. Little Pryce there, 415k and picked up a 49. He made 31 tackles for 1 miss, so he wasn't even doing this in New South Wales Cup, which is just wild how that one's played out. And he ended up kicking 1 goal in there as well, so that's something to note for sure. That you had Ponga there and Hastings gave him one of the goals to kick. So there you go. But 3 errors, he had a couple of there's some missteps in there and stuff, but that's a great score fantasy wise. And if they with a win keep him in the side, then that's worked out really well. Speaking about working out really well, if anyone jumped on Saifidi 2 weeks ago, he's pumped out a couple of 40s, so 48 and 55 here. Incredible work. Shout out to Frizzell for 250, I believe. Yeah, he's 250th, 47 and 56 minutes. So you did have Lucas play a bit of time on that edge, obviously, and then move out to the centres as well. Jaden Brayley there, 46 in his 70 minutes. He was pretty solid around the footy a little bit, got a tackle break, good tackle numbers, just solid across the board if you did hold on. Speaking of holding on, Weeks, 46, got another nice long-range try. Thank you to Elliot Whitehead for that incredible catch and then getting it to the speedster in Weeks. 6 kick defusals, kicked a bit in himself as well, 112 metres, 223 on the running, 3 tackle breaks and a try. Absolutely take that for someone who a lot of people sold, so we'll take the 46. It was 54, but that's all right. Down to 46 is still good and still likely a sell going forward, but yeah, if you can get away with these type of games, and he obviously has some talent, it could be held as well, but does have the bye this week. We'll see how things play out. Congrats to Ponga on making Origin, it looks like. For him, 9 tackle breaks, 263 metres. He looked great again at certain times, so at least he hasn't lost his quick step. That's for sure. Bradman Best, congrats for making Origin as well. A nice try assist to Greg. Thanks for the quick hands, Bradman. And look forward to seeing you at Origin come next weekend. Saifidi, Jacob, Variety, 42 and 49. Kaivis Paul, 41. Good tackle numbers. No tackle breaks, no offloads. It's just not happening as much. Maybe the toe is troubling him a little bit because just the attacking stats have really gone away from him the last few weeks. So still hold on, obviously, but hope for better. Smithy's 39, picked up 40 tackles. One of those guys I think you're ready to sell this week coming if you like. Cook with 34, Lucas 32. Hopefully he gets a starting spot next week for you. But if he doesn't and he's on the bench again, he'll probably have to be sold either this week coming or the next one. Jordy Rapiner 28, a couple of goals. Savage 12, Sharp 11. So he'll get, if Ponga's in that Origin jersey, he'll get to start next week, which is good for owners who held on, and he had a low break even. So he's not, that just straightens out that break even, and that's that. So there you go, guys. That's the 2 games for the rest of the round 18 round wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed those couple of games. I look forward to a cracking round 19, starting with my beautiful Dolphins players coming up against the Souths in round 19 to kick things off. I think I'm going to have to get Keon Kolomatangi just to feel a little bit better. But there you go, guys. Have a good day. See you later.